and business experts are standing by.
All right, welcome back. Remember when the president promised not to raise taxes on the middle class? Well, apparently after massive spending, that's not going to work out.
We have to deal with these deficits. If anybody has a plan to do this without raising any taxes on anybody, upper income or lower or below, then they should come forward with it.
That was senior White House advisor David Axelrod just yesterday. So could this be a broken promise? Joining us right now for a fair and balanced debate is contributor at the Heartland Institute and author of A New American Tea Party, John O'Hara, and Simon Rosenberg, president of NDN, a Washington-based think tank. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
All right, John, let's start with you. When you hear David Axelrod talk about that, well, if anybody's got a plan that won't raise taxes, step forward with it. Does it sound like the president is going to break a promise and raise taxes on the middle class?
It sounds like that. Unfortunately, one of his hallmark campaign promises was that he would not raise taxes on folks not making $250,000 a year or more. He's actually technically already broken that pledge within a couple weeks of taking office with S-chip expansion and a tobacco tax hike. In the healthcare plans that he's backed and in his budget plan, all include trillions of dollars of new taxes.
Simon, what about the fact that because there has been so much government spending and, we're running up the deficits like crazy, isn't it inevitable that they would have to raise taxes on the middle class?
I think that the debate going forward is going to be how do we both create jobs, get incomes up, and also deal with the budget deficit over time. I think that this is the art of our business, I think, of politics over the next 5 to 10 years is going to be how to restore broad-based prosperity and get our spending and expenditure and our income in line at the federal level. And I think this is going to be the big debate between the two parties. And I do want to say one thing is that what's important to recognize is that the president did inherit very different, difficult economic circumstances.
Simon, that was a year ago.
No, I know, but let's we had extraordinary recession. No, let me, if I can finish.
Okay.
I think that the point is this was harder, I think, than people thought it was when they came to office. I think the recession was virulent, the deficits were huge, the spending by the previous Republican administration had been unprecedented in the modern era of politics, and I think getting out of this mess is going to take time and strong leadership, and I think that's what we're going to hear about in the State of the Union on Wednesday.
Hey, John, didn't the administration promise us that if we pass that $787 billion stimulus, unemployment would not go north of 8, and now here we are at 10, to Simon's point, on jobs?
Double-digit unemployment, exactly. And look, Simon's right. There were deficits before President Obama took office, but it's been over a year.
Right.
It's time for him to take some responsibility and stop the finger pointing. He could get a mustard stain on his tie and blame George Bush.
All right, John O'Hara and Simon Rosenberg, we thank you, gentlemen, for joining us early on this Monday morning.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Out there in